To St Andrew's ground I had to go, but the blessed city had altered so that it filled my heart with grief and woe as I made my way through Brummagem. The market hall has come and gone in good old Brummagem, and Nelson's had to move along in dear old Brummagem. It seems as if the future will close down the station on Snow Hill, and the bullrings now become Schweppesville. They've changed the face of Brummagem. Blues were in Division 1 when I left Brummagem, but I come back and down they've gone in dear old Brummagem.
We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? Birmingham's a team down at St Andrews. We are all supporters of our team. The chant of Super Blues ringing all around. Now all you blue boys know what we mean. We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues.
An early Cadiz penalty has us on the edge of our seats for most of the game till Murphy thwarts the win we all desired. Robbo takes a head, but Leeds should have been down to 10 men. Blues up to 11th in the championship. Tats tries to claim the phrase "row it revolution." I think he could be robbing me blind. Up next, the Baggies at a packed St Andrews. This one is going to be very noisy with over 5,000 away fans making the short trip across the city. They take on Everton at Goodison tonight. We will keep you updated on those scores. Upper tier of the Gil Merrick open at last. This is how it should be every week. And then from across the city simply can't score a goal. As social networks have me howling at the pictures of 2 goals to out them out and 1 goal across the old pitch. I love the comedy, me. Blues take on Lloyd Dyer after rejecting a move to Bolton. Does this pave the way for Damari Gray to depart as Derby comes sniffing as Jordan Knight is recalled by Liverpool? And once again, turmoil off the pitch as £2.5 million goes missing with the accusation of an ex-employee misappropriating the funds. The matter has been reported to the Hong Kong police. Birmingham International Holdings state that this will impact the financial position of the company, and hey-ho, the auditors didn't see it. What is going on behind the scenes? Just another week being a Blues fan.
We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say? We are the lads from the Tilton. We'll support you till the end of the day. We're so happy following the blues. We love you, what more can we say?
And a very good evening. Welcome to the Tilton Talk Show. It is, of course, a Monday night, 7:30 right through till 9. With us in the studio today, Chris Pugh. Greetings, me old mate.
Good evening, everyone.
And GA.
Howdy.
And Mr. Browne.
Good evening.
Or Mrs. Browne, as he's well known. So another eventful week in and around St Andrews. A good result, I think, at Leeds away. Don't think that we wouldn't have moaned too much at that before the game.
Nope.
Bit of a shame that we held on for so long and then slip up right at the end, Chris.
Yeah, that's the only. I mean, it shows how far we've come really when we can get frustrated at a 1-1 draw away at Leeds. But there was a touch of frustration conceding so late. But I think the interview Rowett did afterwards, and according to a lot of the fans, it was pretty fair result, 1-1, so we can't really begrudge Leeds of the point too much, but it's just another good result, and the momentum keeps going. The Rowett Revolution, let's talk about that, shall we? I mean, it has been an amazing transformation over the last 24 games, 12 points, something like that. Yeah. So it's averaging 2 points a game, which is promotionship.
You said shoot.
I haven't been here for 2 weeks. Leave me alone.
And on the whiskey.
Hey. It is actually promotion contention material
form. Yeah, it is. I think we're at the last 9 games. We're pretty close to the top of the form table over the last 9 games.
We have been top of the form table.
It just goes to show that word, but yeah, momentum. You start winning a few games and you get the players on your side, which is done very quickly, and you go on a run like this, and it's taken us. We're not even looking at relegation anymore.
Felt like a bit of a defeat, though, right? To concede, right? A little bit. It was a bit.
Again, that's the sign of where we are. I mean,
yeah, absolutely.
I was looking at the scores for coming through, and when we were 1-0 up, I think we were 10th and only about 5 points off the playoffs, and you start thinking, you get carried away with yourself. So when you do concede late on, it is always a bit grueling. But even so, you've got to take a point away at a club like Leeds who are.
It's strange that the reports I heard that like Blue. If I listen to it on what was extra FM, like Blues were a better team. Right?
Certainly the first half.
On six. What is it called? 6 News. 6. What's the one on
5 Live?
5 Live. Leeds are all over us.
They certainly were second half. Yeah. So I think we were perhaps on reflection lucky to get away, with that draw and that early penalty. I think it was definite penalty.
Yeah, it looked it to me. Sometimes if you're away from home, you don't get them, especially at somewhere intimidating like Leeds. But it looked a pen to me, to be fair. But I think Rowett said in the interview afterwards we weren't at our best.
He admitted it, didn't he?
Yeah. Said we gave 70%. I think.
Can we get a thermometer in here, Chris? It's rather cold.
You're cold, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, we're okay at this end because we're by the
heater. It's all self.
I know it is. Of course. Get priorities right.
I mean, Leeds scrapping for every point that they can get at the moment as well. Yeah. So again, they'd have been looking below them, and up to 5 minutes before the end of the game, Blackpool were drawing with Wolves, and obviously would like to say at this point, some incredible scenes coming out of Molineux the weekend after the very sad death of Sir Jack Hayward. And I know we're not Wolves fans in here, but we do like to pay respect to other football people as and when these sad things happen.
There was a football man as well.
Completely and utterly. I was listening on radio on the way here at some of the amazing things that guy did, financially for people and this. It was an incredible guy. Yeah. Put 70 million into the club and sold it for a tenner.
And made sure that 30 million of the new owner's money was going to be put into the club as well. So
that, Chris, is club ownership.
That is,
that is club ownership.
That's at its best. That's a football man, isn't it?
It's a sort of ownership that
we're running out of them, unfortunately.
Yeah. Anyway, so back to the Leeds game. We were them scrapping for every point. I think we were lucky to get away with the draw at the end, from what I was reading on Twitter. And thanks to all those people who keep us updated on that. It's a great little social network. I love it. It's just probably one of the best, because everything's just so instant. And people that are there, do like to keep you updated as to what's going on. And when there's a football game going on, it is hard to fanning about with your phone because you want to watch what's going on as well. So thanks to all those that do that for us, for them, those of us that can't get to the games. Anyway, apologies for last week, lovelies. I had a bit of a car breakdown.
I did tell people you had a bit of a breakdown.
Yeah, I know, I did hear. But I had issues with the steering and a lump in a tyre, which was a bit naughty, but anyhow, that's been sorted. But the steering CV joint, whatever a CV joint is going to be done tomorrow.
Someone will know.
Yeah,
put it on the shout box.
We have our first prediction for the match at the weekend.
Oh, good.
Well, that's great.
Which is Blues 2, Boing Boings 1. Ground sold out.
It is.
Right.
That's from Doco.
But we have to have a number on that though, Doco, I'm afraid. So
give us a number, mate.
Because no one's actually clear on what is the attempt.
No,
what is
especially with
what do we hold now?
Yeah, with the Gilmerick and everything and.
Well, it's 20, just over 29,000, is it? You got the
well, there won't be any segregation because West Brom have got the whole lane.
They've got the whole bottom in it, which is
it's going to be absolutely atomic in there. It's going to be brilliant. I must get a ticket quick.
I would, yeah.
I'll sort it tomorrow, Chris.
I'll do the last club word to have the whole of the bottom end.
Oh,
was it
West Ham?
Bolton? Remember Bolton?
Possibly West Ham, I would have thought in
the Carling Cup somewhere.
Did they have a lot? I don't know. I can't remember.
No, because we've had Bolton since then.
Oh no, that would have been after that.
That would have been after, before.
Okay, there's a question for you. What game was the last time the whole of the bottom end of the Gilmerick or railway stand, as we used to know it, was given to the away supporters? And is it 5,500 they're bringing, something like that?
Something about 5,000-ish, yeah.
Wow. Let's hope we've got enough burgers, Chris.
I sincerely hope so, yeah.
So
that weigh-in's going to be big.
So they've managed to clean all the...
We have some breaking news.
I hope so, yeah.
As supplied by Doco.
Yeah.
Fox News can now reveal that they have now found a no-go area in Birmingham. It's the opposition goals at Villa Park, especially for their strikers.
It's called a nil-go area.
I thought you'd like that. I'm going there.
Doco, put your coat back on, son. Up to 11th in the Championship. Now, listen, 7, 8, 9, 10 weeks ago, we couldn't have even been dreaming this.
No.
We couldn't have even been dreaming that we would be in a position, and then we took that thumping against Bournemouth, who were, of course, up the road on Saturday. Sunday, isn't it, that game?
Sunday.
Yeah. By the flip of a coin, Saturday or Sunday.
Yes.
Don't think it's the right way to do it, do you, really?
The villagers can't win anything
Don't
at
you
the moment.
don't you think the police should have come out and said, well, strategically it would be better if we did this one on that day and that one? We flipped a coin. Only in Brum, eh?
Is that how they speak up there?
Huh?
We flipped the coin.
We flipped a coin. In
the garden.
Playing on Saturday.
Like that.
Dear. But where was I, Chris? Because I'm miles away.
11th.
I'm losing. Yeah, 11th after that draw against Leeds.
Yeah.
Again, you wouldn't have thought it, would you?
No, not at all. No.
In retrospect, was that thumping at... was it Bournemouth, was it?
Bournemouth, yeah.
Was that a good thing in
No.
retrospect?
No, it wasn't a good thing.
I can tell you it wasn't a good thing.
You've only got to look at the table now. There obviously is possibilities that we could be in contention for a playoffs place. The way we're going. If you look at the... No, hang on, Chris.
Yeah,
right.
okay,
You pulled a face there, mate.
Oh, yeah.
Right, so I'm going to take you back to that Bournemouth defeat. We were second from the bottom. We're currently 11th, right?
Yeah.
And in very good form, with an excellent manager, with what seems to be a good squad of players. If we continue that form, and it is an if, of course, why can't we get...
There's
why
no
can't
reason why we can't.
Right.
No reason why we can't at home.
But what was the...
I don't want... What I don't want is... My worry is the expectation levels. I don't want people to be disappointed if we don't get it.
After the
But
Bournemouth
modern day football fans...
And we've got to state exactly where we were at that Bournemouth game. That was the darkest moment I've ever known as a Birmingham City supporter. And
dark.
from then to now, with a complete transformation on the pitch, I don't see any reason why we can't continue that and get into those. Into
I
those
don't see
places.
any reason why we can't.
Well, can I just sort of reiterate what I was saying and why I was saying it? Because if you hadn't had that result, if you say you'd got a draw or whatever at Bournemouth, would you still have Lee Clark?
Well, he'd already gone anyway. He'd already gone anyway. But
I think the way Rowett came in and straight away asserted himself and said, "Whatever's happened has happened."
Clean,
If we'd have drawn at home to Bournemouth, I think he'd have said the same thing because we were still 23rd. Do you know what I mean? We were still in a bad way. So I think he still would have said that anyway.
Are you ready to take some predictions?
No, not really.
Okay.
We need to talk about last week's predictions. Shall we do that in a bit?
Shortly, but I'll try and find a form because I'm very unorganised today. It's weird, Chris. Been away from a week and I've lost the plot.
I've got a feeling we've run out of forms.
Run out of forms?
I believe so. Yeah. So you may have to.
I thought I'd printed enough for the season.
No. So you may have to do
Really?
a new one in the back of one of those.
I'll do one on the back of that fag packet.
Okay.
So
I'll be
I don't know. I don't see really why we can't continue the
No,
trend
I
that
mean,
we're on.
Burnley won the league
last. Would you take it?
Take
The Premier League spot?
yes.
The trip down to Wembley?
Yeah.
Last minute goal?
Probably. Yeah, of course you would. Of course you would. I mean, I look at Burnley's
Blue
squad.
was making a very good point on the shout box. He said, although I'm looking upwards, I still feel we are 8 points away from safety. Great.
That's
great
being
shout.
a Blues fan. That is
Great
yeah.
shout. And
It's
absolutely,
spot on,
it's bang on. And I'm looking at this like from both angles. But I just don't know. I just don't see us tailing off at the minute. The way things are still going.
Not at the moment. No, you can't see
And
that.
that is all down to the gaffer and his attitude.
Yeah.
What sort of matches have you got coming up as well? That'll play a big part in it. Who you're playing?
I didn't know who got next.
It's
Sheffield
better
Wednesday,
than the Villa's upcoming games.
Sheffield Wednesday, I think. Away.
Right, so Capo for the Blues Baggies game is going
3-2.
3-2 with 23.
29.
Oh, sorry, beg your pardon.
29,872.
872. Ooh, I think that's a bit high. Just a little bit. Then we got...
We had another one, didn't we? Then?
We had another one, yeah. We'll get back to it in a second.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that was...
you should be writing them down.
We're getting there,
He's going to get the sack in a bit, I tell you.
I don't think it was Ducko, wasn't it? But he hadn't
It was, yeah.
He hadn't put the...
I'd love... Because how many critics would it, stum down and shut up like? Because we were tipped to be relegated this season.
Yeah.
And I fear...
Even by our own fans.
Yeah, but we were tipped by pundits.
Yeah.
Birmingham City are going to be the team to be relegated. We got away with it last year by a hair's breadth, by an absolute hair's breadth. But we're surely just a few points off safety now, surely.
What are we on now?
I reckon so.
What points are we on now?
Yeah, I'll just get that up for you.
Have we got the table?
Yeah.
We must be pretty safe now. We can't be far away from...
Things can change. So you look at Charlton. Charlton were unbeaten at the end of October, and they were on a great run of form. And I think they've been on a terrible run since, and got rid of their manager. They lost 5-0 the weekend. So in this league, it can change so quickly. Well,
as far as the Championship goes, we're currently sitting in 11th, having played 26 with 35 points.
35.
Yeah.
Right. I always say 50 points.
The bottom
in the Championship.
Bottom is Blackpool. Everybody's played 26, so bottom is Blackpool with 17 points.
Yeah.
They look destined to be doomed.
Yeah.
They really do. Then Wigan with 21. I'm very surprised at Wigan being right down there, actually.
Yeah.
And then Millwall with 23.
Yeah.
And then just outside the relegation zone is Rotherham with 26, Leeds with 26, Brighton on 26. And then Reading 30, Huddersfield 31, Charlton 31, Fulham 31, Bolton 33. So there's not a lot between them, is there really?
No.
And then you're looking at Cardiff 34, Forest 34, and Blues on 35. We've still got that -8 goal difference, which that actually could come back to bite us in the backside come. The closing end of the season. You know what I mean?
One way or the other.
Yeah,
it could do.
But so 23 to 35. That is that's 8.
It's a big gap, but
no, it's not. It's more than 8 points from
12.
safety, isn't it? Yeah, it's 12.
12. Yeah. And so the fact we're closer to the playoffs than the relegation zone, and the run we're on.
Yeah,
I think you have to try and keep the momentum going and keep building with that positivity.
And the positivity still is oozing.
Yes.
We couldn't, first half of the season we just weren't like this. And it was like, do we really want to drive all the way to Birmingham tonight to do this? But now, you look forward to it, and it's great that we have got something positive to shout about, because there's so much still going on behind the scenes that is wrong about Birmingham City Football Club. Especially with the revelations today that £2.5 million has somehow been misappropriated.
You know what I mean? I've done that myself.
It's probably under a cupboard somewhere.
I've done it myself. I've gone to the shops. There's that £2.5 million.
Now the accusation, though, Chris, is a former employee of the club. Of the club has misappropriated these £2.5 million. Hong Kong police have been informed. I dare take it that we could take guesses at who it could be.
A former employee.
Well, that statement in itself must purely say that they know who it is.
Yeah.
And this
they
is
wouldn't
obviously
say, it's been stolen outside of the club.
Yeah.
It's been stolen.
We do have to say that what we're saying in here is the opinions of ourselves,
it is,
not the opinions of the football club, and certainly not the opinions of Sports Radio as a programme. These are our personal opinions, which we can't be hung for because we're all allowed an opinion. What's the bet in its a certain individual?
I find.
I don't know. I'm asking a question. I'm asking. See, what I'm doing. You see, I'm very clever. Right?
Covering yourself.
I'm asking the question.
Well, I'll ask you a question as well.
Go on.
It's the 19th of January, and there's 11 days left of the transfer window, and Damari Gray's still at Blues,
and
£2.5 million gone missing.
Is that a coincidence?
Is it a coincidence? That's the question I'm going to ask to you. Is that a coincidence?
Or are you? Are you one of these conspiracy theorists?
Well, let's see. In our first show in February, let's see if Damari Gray is still at Blues.
Well, I'm going to say no. He's not going to be there.
I would be surprised if he is now.
With the
getting Lloyd Dyer in.
Lloyd Dyer,
£2.5 million goes missing. Might need that again at some point.
Might need it.
You never know.
Capo says he's lost £2.5 million too. It's his wages from Chris.
Yeah.
Has it been working for you then?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Can I have a job?
I was going to say, that's how much you pay.
Right, Hobbo's going...
yes, I was going to say that. 0-0.
0-0. Oh, he's going for the replay. Ooh, and 28-285. 28-285. Unfortunately, I don't think we have quite enough to get a win against a Pewless 11.
No.
However, that does depend on what 11 Pewless decides to put out in the FA Cup, of course.
And not knowing the team.
And also,
Tony Pewless is in a situation where Premier League survival for him has to be a priority.
Yeah.
Has to be a priority.
Yep.
Now they're playing Everton tonight. If we could get some,
there's nothing happening. It's not kick off at 8 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock kick off. My apologies. So that's kicking off at 8 o'clock tonight. Now, if Everton win that, West Brom are in the mire. All right. If the Baggies win that tonight, they've got a decent opportunity of getting themselves out of the mire. And where would Tony Pewless's loyalties lie? Would they lie with the Premier League and that? Multi-million Sky
you need to ask the question.
I know. Or would they lie with a very nice FA Cup run and perhaps getting knocked out by one of the bigger clubs halfway through?
Well, Pulis is, we were saying before, when he was at Stoke and Palace, not throwing the cup away, but the Premier League has to be their priority, especially a club like West Brom who are so money focused. Their owner Jeremy Peace is so money focused at that club. The Premier League is the be all and end all.
Absolutely.
They will not want to go down. So if they lose tonight, then I would expect lots of changes for the Blues game.
And you know something? It's Monday, and they've only got till Saturday to do all their recovery.
We've had Saturday.
We've had another 2 days.
Yeah.
I think either way. I think I see Pulis making changes for that game.
Yep, I do.
And he's going to be at a very, very, very noisy St Andrews. And yes, the Baggies fans are going to be noisy. Of course they are. There's 5,000 odd of them coming. That's a fifth of roughly a fifth of the gate is going to be theirs. They're all going to be singing one specific song. I can't name it on air, but we're all going to be singing that one together in harmony.
Is that the one where it goes, "We don't like Aston Villa"?
Do you know, Chris? It may be. It simply may be.
Yeah.
It may be.
Could be. Yeah.
And but I can see. I can actually see the Blues pulling it off. And I'm going to go a 2-1 to Blues, with 27,986, and that's my prediction. Chris, can I have yours?
I'm going to go for 27,850.
850.
I'm going to go for a 2-0 Blues.
2-0 Blues, and Mr. Pugh.
I'll go 28,950. And after all the optimism,
it's 29,030.
Yeah,
not according to Capo, it doesn't.
He's got the old, that's the old one though. Before they changed it.
Right, go on. Sorry.
And with all the optimism in the studio, I'm gonna go for 3-1 West Brom.
1-3.
Sorry.
God.
The look on your face. He's actually genuinely hanging his head like a schoolboy who's done wrong. And GA, what's yours?
28,813.
813, yep.
And I'm going to go 1-0 to West Brom.
0-1. Okay, all right.
If you're interested, I've got the fixtures in front of me.
Yes, please. Yeah. I was just going to get them up actually.
Okay. Well, you obviously got your West Brom Saturday, and then 3 days later you're at Sheffield.
Right.
Which is not a lot.
That's not going to be an easy game.
That's a sticking block.
They're better away from home than at home at the moment, but they're on a decent run.
Yeah.
But 3 days. There's going to be some tired legs, aren't there?
Yeah.
Depends on how we go.
Oh, we're going, boy. We're going.
And then you're home against Norwich.
That's a tough one, that is. Can't expect anything against someone
like
Norwich.
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
And that's 4 days after the previous match.
Yeah, that's three in a week then, isn't it?
Yes, yeah.
Ouch.
That's
we could do without that Sheffield Wednesday one being there, couldn't we?
Yeah. Let's hope it snows.
Hey, God is good sometimes. He always wants more money, but God is good.
Would you like to
I'm going to Madrid,
hear what
so
February holds for you?
Yeah, February, go on then.
Away to Fulham,
Oosh.
tough.
Yeah.
home to Millwall.
3 points.
Is there another more irrelevant football team than Millwall ever, anywhere?
Yeovil, maybe, but no.
Then you're home to Middlesbrough, away to Brighton,
Okay.
away to Ipswich,
Yeah.
Tough, very
Tough
tough.
ones, yeah.
and
So a
home.
tough old February.
Yeah,
Yeah,
tough
boys.
February. Would you like to go into March?
Yeah,
But then we
yeah,
just said
yeah.
Okay.
we just said Wolves away, Cardiff home, Nottingham Forest at home, Watford at home was a tough run as
Absolutely, you're very right.
well, and
yeah,
we got
yeah.
10 points out of 12 from that. So.
Yeah, I like your optimism. You
in
still going for
March.
1-3?
Yes,
Well,
still
then
going.
In March, it's Birmingham versus Blackpool.
Could be a banana skin.
Return.
I'm not even saying anything.
Return. No, hang on. What happened last time we had a return? It was Forest, wasn't it, with Relegator?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
That's going to be a noisy one as well.
And 4 days later, you go to Derby.
The Blackpool game's an evening
That's
game
away.
as
Is that
well.
away? Derby away.
You're at Derby
yeah,
away,
okay,
yeah.
I'll be going to that one.
The Blackpool one's an evening game.
Oh,
So
really?
That'll be an even nicer atmosphere
Oh, that'd
for
be
him,
nice,
wouldn't
yeah,
it?
I'll get that one, yeah.
Then you have Huddersfield at home, Reading away, Cardiff away.
Thank you very much for that.
Yeah. Got 1 more month to go. Would you like to hear it?
Oh,
Why not? Let's do it. Let's
Got a whole lot.
In April, you have Rotherham at home, Bournemouth away,
Oof.
Wolves at home, Blackburn at home,
That's not an easy month either, is it then?
Yeah.
Watford away, and your last match is against Charlton.
I thought we were Bolton.
Bolton.
And May.
Oh, sorry. There's yes.
right.
Sorry, I missed
Yeah,
one
yeah,
in
no
May. You got
problem.
one
Yeah,
in yeah.
Can't
That's
forget
la-
that one.
Yeah, and then
But
your last
come April.
match is against Charlton. Your last
Yeah,
home
yeah.
match, and you
I bet-
Come
disappointed that
April,
we've done-
these teams like it was April, Blackburn and Bournemouth who are on decent runs
Yeah,
now. They
yeah.
might have come off the board. Bournemouth might be promoted by the time we play them. So.
Oh yeah, they'll be off. They'll be on the.
So they
beach,
might
won't
be on the beach.
On the beach.
Back
They may
back
have
home
another-
on the
They may have
beach.
another
Back on the
striker by
beach.
then as well.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
but you're playing. I mean, it's an opportunity when looking at it. You're playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8 of the teams that are above you.
And that, if we get result after result after result after result on there, that is that climb up. That is
Yeah.
it. That is it. And that's we've got to
So
be
you
we
can't rule
have got to be
anything out,
mindful
yeah.
of those teams
Yeah.
below us, obviously.
Yeah.
But to get results, grind results out against
Yeah.
them above us, that's where you're chipping away at at the climb.
Kappa
And,
has a request.
You want sorry?
Can he change his attendance?
Yeah, I've done it for him.
Okay.
I've done it for him. No problem. Kappa's gone to 28,327. So
I think there's going to be a few.
28,950. Chris Pugh,
I think
1-3
that's-
away.
But then,
Three.
if you look at the Leeds away predictions, I can't really say anything on attendances because
Let's have a look at the Leeds
Oh,
away
yes.
predictions, shall we?
Didn't you say
right.
28,000 on that as well?
yeah,
What was the actual attendance?
23, 24. I
22,
think.
yeah, it's just under 23 it was, yeah. 22, 22 something, wasn't it? So I know that you weren't far away.
Well, you got the
Got the
draw
spot.
right.
I
You got the draw
You
right.
got the
Bang
draw
on,
right,
yeah.
mate. So
Yeah. Just miles off on the gate.
yeah, you're not very good at the gates,
No.
are you? No. Let's just hope this week you're not very good at the results.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
All right, I want to talk about Super 6. I don't know if any of you play it out there. Do you play the Sky Super 6 on?
Yeah,
Android?
occasionally. Yeah.
Well, now.
The breaking news is that sports radio presenter Nick, i.e. aka me,
Yeah.
is in position. Are you ready for this? Are you really ready for this?
No.
I am in position 5,320
Oh,
Okay.
out of about 2 million.
Yeah. Okay.
that's pretty good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
I am beating every single one of the Sky pundits by a country mile.
Are you asking for a job on Soccer Saturday?
I just don't see why my prediction for 2-1 can't be right,
Oh.
and yours for 1-3 can't be.
Yeah.
And
That's fair enough,
all I'm saying is, it is the proof is there. You can go on Super 6, you can search for me. Yeah, 5,000 something, 5,320 out of about 2 million. That's not bad.
That's good. That's a good
That's not
effort.
bad. Now, you want to change your score?
No,
No.
no, I'm sticking with it.
It is good actually to with the FA Cup on the Super 6 this week. They have actually got the Blues game down.
Oh, have they?
Yeah. And I can't remember what I predicted now last
Probably
night.
not 2-1.
I had a few glasses of wine. And, let's have a look, shall we? I shall log in and have a look. So 1, 2, 3. 3 of us are going for Blues wins. Hobber's going for the draw, and 2 of you are going for an away win at the minute. So it's pretty even. Yeah, semi Super 6. Here we go. Yeah, I've actually predicted 2-1. There you go. And I couldn't honestly remember what I had predicted. And the other games that are on there are I'm going for Birmingham City 2, West Bromwich Albion 1, Chelsea 4, Bradford 0,
Can't argue against
Man City 2, Middlesbrough 1, Tottenham 2, Leicester 1, Derby 3, Chesterfield 0, and Southampton 1, Crystal Palace 0. Those are my predictions, and I'm predicting that the first goal is scored in, I think, the 5th minute. Please don't copy them, because there's 250,000 quid at stake. You rotters.
I would have had Derby to win against Nottingham Forest. So,
yeah. So we'll see how we get on with that. It's quite good actually. You get 5 points for predicting the score perfectly right, 2 for getting the result right, and nothing if you don't get it right, and or the draw. And 230 odd points. I'm quite impressed with that.
And a good prize as well. It's a good prize.
If you win it, it's £250,000. There was 55 winners the other week, wasn't there? So they all take a share of that.
Oh.
And then a few weeks before that, a Birmingham fan won the jackpot.
Oh, that's good.
I believe. So,
Brilliant.
However, that's Super 6 for you. 12,462 programme downloads we've had this is it this season, Chris? Or
this season,
this football season so far. So that's
not including plays. That's actual
That's people like the following day who have listened in.
Yes.
As and when it's put up on social networks and Spreaker and the likes. Anywhere else where they can find it?
We are starting to put it on Mix. It's called Mixcloud.
Mixcloud.
Yeah.
Right,
So all our shows will be on there as well. So Mixcloud. Yeah.
Right. What did you think to the tweet that came through on Saturday where Tats has tried to claim the Rowett Revolution hashtag?
You know what?
Go on.
That's the first time I've seen him tweet.
I was going to say.
About 6 weeks. That's what caught my eye first. And then I thought, I know the guy who said that first.
Yeah. Who was it, Chris?
I think it was you.
It was me. Where was it, Chris?
I think it was here.
It was in this very chair.
Yeah.
Was you present, Mr. Pugh?
Oh, probably was, yeah.
And
And so he was talking about copywriting and all sorts. So I asked him
cheeky sod, really.
I asked him if he wanted to buy it off us because we need the sponsorship.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what that was about. I saw that.
Yeah. And we've probably got proof as well. So because all our shows are stored.
I haven't had time to trawl through every single one, but
you probably said it on the 3rd or 4th game.
I think it might have even been the first one, Chris. I think is a Rowett Revolution going to happen? I don't know. Anyway, I was a bit disappointed that Tats was trying to rob us, rob us blind at that one, and also that Radio West Midlands use a whistle at half time as well, so coming up to half time almost.
I've got a whistle still. Well, did you take it home?
No, I haven't taken it home. Where's it gone?
It's there.
Right after the break, we'll be having a look at Lloyd Dyer and see what impact that might make on the latter half of the season. And then we'll be disseminating this 2.5 million quid that's gone missing a little bit more, I'm sure.
I should have gone to Specsavers.
And also we'll be looking at the under-21s Blackpool game and a write-up from Ollie. I should be reading that out after the half-time. Look forward to seeing you then. See you back in a minute. How unlucky were Scunthorpe United to lose both of their goalkeepers before half-time with broken arms at Bristol City.
At the hands of the same striker as well.
Incredible.
I think it was. Yeah.
Incredible.
Rotten luck, isn't it? Yeah. One of their outfield players had to go in goal as well. But the other week it was, I think it was Crawley had their keeper injured as well, and they didn't have one on the bench. So there's been a couple of non-league.
There was another shoulder injury the weekend, dislocated shoulder as well this weekend, wasn't there?
Yes, I think there was. Yeah, in the Premier League. Yeah. It's
quite a lot of them.
I don't know whether it's. I mean, the broken arms, that there were just two nasty collisions.
Freaks, with
the
freak accidents, and that's it. You know, it would be a freak accident to have one broken arm in one game, but two, and being two goalkeepers and, like I said, the same striker. Surreal, isn't it?
I mean, how much the striker must have felt pretty bad, not
two lots
having breaking one keeper's arm, and then he got another one 10 minutes later. Yeah.
Oh dear. Anyway, Blackpool under-18s 1, Birmingham City 2, as written by Ollie Osborne. Birmingham City under-18s are through to the FA Youth Cup after a fourth-round victory over Blackpool. The game finished all square in normal time, but Carl McFarlane's strike on the stroke of the interval in extra time sealed the victory for the away side. Sam Deadfield had given Blues an early lead, but the game was taken to extra time when Blackpool found an equaliser late on. In the swirling wind of West Lancashire, Steve Spooner's side set up in a 4-3-1-2 formation with George O'Neill playing just behind Carl McFarlane and David Popper in attack. Popper? Don't know.
Not sure.
The visitors almost got off to the perfect start as O'Neill had an effort crash against the bar outside the area. From a corner that quickly followed, Dreadfield opened the scoring just 5 minutes into the game. Blackpool failed to clear the danger and the midfielder picked up the ball. The 18-year-old's left-footed effort did have the help of a slight deflection, but that didn't take anything from a clean strike that found the bottom corner. Popper, I shall call him Popper from now on. Popper almost doubled their lead soon after as the Romanian signed earlier this season from Bury raced forwards towards goal from the halfway line but could only drag his effort wide of the goalkeeper Daniel Milton's right hand post. With Blackpool boss Lee Clark in attendance, the home side began to settle into the match. Right winger Harry Cameron, I'm getting all my words muddled right. Harry Cameron was playing just a few days since signing his professional contract at the Seasiders and looked dangerous on several occasions, running with the ball down the touchline. Blues continued to create a series of chances, and Popper had a one-on-one well blocked with Milton as the striker broke past the defence. Half-time approached, Blackpool made an opportunity against the run of play for themselves as Dom Telford forced Jake Weaver into a good save at the near post. Even after the break, the visitors were still able to cause the Seasiders problems. Charlie Cooper couldn't reenact his previous efforts from the last round where he scored 2 free kicks against Queen's Park Rangers with a dead ball that flew just wide within minutes of the restart. Carl McFarlane had been a thorn in Blackpool's side throughout the first half due to his runs down the channels and great hold-up play. The latter gave Kieran Dunbar a good chance to double Blues' lead, but Milton was forced into a good diving save by the midfielder. Then, as so often happens in football, Birmingham were made to pay for their missed chances as Blackpool scrambled at home from a Cameron's corner with 20 minutes remaining. The equaliser opened up the game with both sides looking to score a late winner without needing extra time or penalties. Blackpool's Bright Samuel almost did just that after the fourth official was looking up 3 minutes of additional time. The winger made a superb run down the left, but the goalkeeper just a goalkeeper to beat, but he could only blaze his attempt over from a tight angle. Had Samuels taken the chance, Blues would have been rude out of the missed chances. But McFarlane found a winner just before half-time in the additional half hour, which was rewarded for his hard work leading the line. The striker latched onto the ball over the top from Wes Harding and calmly looped the ball over an onrushing goalkeeper and into an empty net. As much as the home side tried, they couldn't find a late goal that would take the game into penalties, and a late from Cameron struck crossbar, but Birmingham merited the victory. Blues will now take on either Liverpool or Derby County in the 5th round. Mm-hmm. Well written, Ollie.
Yeah,
of course. Educated at Sports Radio Birmingham.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, nice piece. That well done, mate.
Nice to get a trophy, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Liverpool might be tough in the next round.
Yeah, I think so. Right, Chris, what we got going up on ladies at the minute?
Yeah, season tickets are on sale now. They've frozen last year's prices up until the end of January, so there's only 11 days left, and they're at £30 for adults. So a season ticket.
And how many games? Home games?
That's 7 home games, right, plus any Continental Cup games as well. So we could have 2 or 3 or possibly 4 if we get all the way. for them. So there's a potential of around 10 or 11 home games for £30.
That's fantastic.
It's excellent value, really.
For the price, basically, one game.
Genuinely, I would go. I just live so far away.
Absolutely,
Yeah, it's a shame because I think the ladies' games that I went to last year, absolutely crack. I should make a couple. Make a couple at least. So.
After January, when it gets to February, they go up to £45. Even that's
Which
not
still isn't bad.
How much is it to get in for a game then? Is it
£6? I think. Yeah, a day admission.
It's a great night out as well, isn't it?
Yeah. It is really good. And we've made our first signing of the season as well. Alex Windell has joined from Bristol. She's a technically good midfield player. She had a bad injury last April. So she missed a lot of last season, but the year before she played a big part in Bristol finishing second and running Liverpool close for the title. So she's a good addition to the squad. Hopefully, not as a replacement.
I did see that come through on Twitter the other day with sorry, her name was again
Alex Windell.
Yeah.
So
and no one's left. No one's left the club.
No one's left yet. No.
Funny, Chris. That was going to be my next question.
I know.
He's like reading my mind.
I'm like septic, aren't I? I mean, psychic.
Psycho.
It's a great website you can visit. Conjunctivitis.com. That's a site for sore eyes.
Very good.
Oh God!
I'll get Doco's coat. Here's another one for you. How many tickles does it take to make an octopus laugh?
I don't know.
Tentacles. Tentacles.
Moving on.
Got to keep it clean on the radio, mate. Got to keep it clean. Moving right on. GA, why are you laughing so much?
Sympathy, I think.
Cheers, buddy.
Dyslexic ease.
Cheers, buddy. I work on this all day, Actually, I better not say that because I was at work today.
Yeah.
Right. So nobody's left then?
Nobody's left yet. No. Just Windell come in so far, but I would expect there to be a bit more movement before the season starts.
Nobody poaching the gaffer yet then?
No
rumours.
Gaffer's still there. The girls were back at training, now. So there's a few of the development squad who have been invited to join the first team as well. So hopefully we might see a couple of them getting into the squads when the season starts. So.
I still think it's great that ladies' team has got a development squad. It's not long ago where clubs didn't really have
that's it. Yeah,
development squads.
Yeah, well they're back at next Sunday. I think they restart their season after the winter break.
And the first game is against
the development side. Have got Everton at home, which is at it's in Erdington.
Okay,
I can't remember for the life of me what the place is called now, but yeah, they're back on Sunday at 2:00.
And the fixtures out for the four ladies team yet? Then
they're not out yet. They I think that might be next week actually.
Okay.
The fixtures for next season, so the FA Cup's got to the 4th round stage now, and we enter at the 5th round stage. So,
all right,
that draw should be coming up soon, hopefully as well.
It's not even bad, is it, entering at the 5th round?
Yeah, well, you got a lot of the lower tier teams who take part at the start, and then the WSL teams join a bit later on.
The Villa ladies playing?
Yeah, they're in the league below us.
They're the ones
WSL 2,
Just wondered.
Yeah. They might have a decent squad this year. So.
Yeah.
Okay, well, all the off the pitch debacles that are going on, which is a subject we sadly have to talk about most weeks, and this misappropriation of £2.5 million worth of funds, that equals, we've been looking up, fraud. That's the word we are probably looking for. We can't at this junction second guess who the individual may or may not be. It wouldn't be right for us to do so. I know we had a bit of a joke about it earlier.
Well,
got a back off, Chris.
So you're going to make an announcement?
No, that's the way it goes.
Don't start me off, please, mate. Oh dear. He has got a bad cough.
Terrible cough.
We were perhaps having a little debate about it off microphone once the half-time whistle had gone, and we've kind of come up with a same conclusion, shall we say, as to who it may be, but that is speculation.
Yeah.
And those words will not be spoken outside this door ever. by anybody, or else we'll have to kill you. Until such time as we know who the individual concerned, or individuals, because it might
could be
pan out to be more than
Could
that.
be, yeah.
Could do.
Oh dear me!
I'm trying to think.
Don't think you're over.
No.
Don't think whatever you do.
I'm trying to think of that famous musical.
Don't think.
No.
Oh dear, I'm actually in tears.
It'll come to me. Yeah.
And it's not.
There's now seems to be round 2 sort of coming up. £2.5 million gone missing. How did the auditors miss it? It's not like
It's exactly what Blue Harbour said. How did the auditors?
it's not. I mean, what do you pay an auditor for? To audit one.
Do we know
one
which year it
equals
relates
2.
to when this misappropriation was meant to have
No,
taken place?
I'm sure that Birmingham International Holdings have called in the police to investigate the fears the 30 million Hong Kong dollars could have been lost since late 2013. Since late 2013.
See,
they've been looking into
this
it a
might
long
be the
time, haven't
auditors.
they?
This might. Well, it's easy to lose money in a big company.
It is, yeah, but it's a lot of
It
money.
might be the auditors that have asked the question and found it now.
Well, the company claimed the money, around 2.25 million English pounds, may have been misappropriated by an ex-employee. The Hong Kong police force are investigating the matter. Birmingham's on-field exploits will not be affected by the matter. So says the is that the Birmingham Mail?
Yeah,
Daily Mail.
Mail.
That's the Daily Mail.
I don't know.
And if we look down a little bit on that one, Birmingham City's parent company has claimed around 2.25 on one, 2.55 on another.
Yeah.
Will the press simply get it right for once? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we don't know how much it is then.
No.
It's more than 2 million anyway. Birmingham International called the police to investigate fears. 30 million and got a statement. A statement from Birmingham International reads: the board has recently discovered that as at the date of this announcement, a former employee of the company may have misappropriated a sum of at least 30 million Hong Kong dollars belonging to the group since December 2013. So that's in the last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
That's what I say. It's
Last year, last 12 months.
The auditors will only come and look at it once a year. You know, a thorough check. So it might be a case that they've come across it now and they've asked the question. Funny how the board of
It's a case
directors
of out of the frying pan and into the pan. No thing.
Out of the frying pan and back into it.
Yeah, back into it. Yeah.
No, you can't. Chris, we can't because it.
Well,
I think we've given it away now. It could be anybody though, really, couldn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It
could
could
be
be anybody that
anybody.
works in the burger stands, for all I know.
It could be.
Could be.
Could be
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
anybody,
They're dodgy
Oh, no.
character there.
It's a lot of burgers.
Dodgy burgers, yeah.
2.5 million quid's worth.
I can just imagine the auditors coming round your burger.
You did not run out last week, did you? You did not run out. Please tell us you did not run
Honestly,
out.
we had
of burgers.
nothing left.
Have you got some burgers hiding behind the box?
Pull it up with a van load of your own. See, you don't like it now, do you?
Could be anyone.
It could be, and we've got to be a bit careful what we say.
Of course we are.
I'm sure.
When did Andy Walker leave? That's what Andy Walker suddenly jumped ship.
All views are that of Chris Pugh,
Oh,
not of the station.
Brilliant! Why didn't I think of that one? Cracking.
Actually, where is he? He's gone to Barbados or somewhere, hasn't he? He's gone
Jetting off
No, he was
all
in
over
Edinburgh.
the
Well, he was in
place.
Edinburgh last I heard.
Oh, was I?
Yeah, he was in Edinburgh. It was not quite
Up and down the country.
Happy birthday, Andy Walker, for last week as well.
Happy
by the way.
birthday, Andy
Friend of
Walker.
the show.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Andy Walker.
be my new best friend.
Yeah, we could, and Andy, we could do with some sponsors.
Yes.
Yeah, would the FA sponsor Sports Radio Birmingham?
Not after what you've said about him in the past.
I only speak my mind, I speak the truth. Now,
As you see it.
coming on from there, we'll talk about our friends, the Football League, shall we?
Go on then.
The Football League. As you probably are aware.
Friends of the show.
Friends of the show. Everybody's a friend of the show.
Yeah,
Peter Panu, friend of the show.
definitely.
Good evening, Peter.
Anyway, going back to the Football League, you're probably aware that I went on a Twitter rampage about 9 weeks ago, 8 or 9 weeks ago, and
it wasn't to
bombarded,
criticise.
completely utterly bombarded them for about 8 hours, 12 hours, something like that, with every tweet, every retweet, blah, 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 after sending them emails that they didn't answer. Now, I don't like rude people. send me an email. I will reply to it. Send me an email to my email account, and I guarantee within 20 minutes of me seeing it, unless I've got to go and do some studying or work to do with it, I will have replied to it. And to go 9 weeks, nearly 9 weeks, I think, something like that now, without a reply is rude. Sorry, Football League, you're rude. However, I've had an answer. The Football League have sent me an email. This email, after they released a statement, we've just given the Football League the clap.
Very good.
After they released a statement, they sent me this.
Can have that as well.
2 days later. God blimey, this is all going wrong tonight, isn't it? Right. Nick, they call me by my first name.
Ooh. Not Sir Nick.
Thank you for your email. I like that.
Good so far.
That's not bad.
Pleasant.
Yep.
Yeah, fine.
We note your comments, however, at present we can only advise you of the latest statement released on the 14th of January 2015 as follows. A Football League spokesman said, inverted commas, "We have been in ongoing dialogue with the club in recent months with regard to the changes in the shareholding of Birmingham International Holdings Limited, BIHL. Further to that, we have now become aware of the announcement made yesterday by BIHL to the Hong Kong Stock Exchange. As a result, the Football League has written to Birmingham City to ask for clarification as to whether this statement demonstrates that Carson Young should be defined as a relevant person under the owners and directors test while being subject to a disqualifying condition. Any further comments will be made in due course. Thank you for contacting the Football League. Regards." Not bad, considering their policy is to answer all my emails within 7 days. Their written policy, their written statement on their... And to wait that long for it, well, sorry, you're rude.
So how long was it in the end?
I think it's about 9 weeks. It was well before
Great,
Christmas.
yeah, it must be. Yeah.
Well before Christmas. I think it was November time, wasn't it, when I started on them? And then I had an hour off work the other day and I started on them again and... And I know some people turn around and say, "Oh, you get no answer out of Twitter." But if we're all doing something, even if it's a tiny something, and somebody's doing something, no matter how small, right? Collectively, we can make a difference.
Oh, definitely.
And I did see messages from the Blues Trust saying that they'd done this and they'd done that, and no, it was collective. I don't care. Right? There is no me and us. All right, and if we're in this all for one for all, we're in it together. We're in it for the long haul. We've been in it for a long time already, Chris. You know that, right? From that very first day when we first came over here 3 odd years ago. But if we join together and make a difference. Now, there was a protest at Aston Villa 0.
Was there?
On Sunday.
I didn't see it.
Sunday.
Saturday.
Where they were going to empty the Holt end for the first 8 minutes of the game. It failed. It fell flat on its face. It failed miserably. So the message that was sent out to their owners in America was business as usual. Okay, if we want to make a difference, we can make a difference, but we all have to do a little something. All right, and it doesn't matter what you do, whether that's barraging like I did with Twitters all day long. I just filled their timeline up, so at least they were noticing where Birmingham was. I offered to send them a map, put a dot on it, a red dot or a blue dot where Birmingham is, But collectively, we can all do something to make a difference to what's going on at a football club. It's not going to make the hugest amount of difference, but now the Football League have at last picked up, all right, the fact that things are going on behind the scenes, which our supporters aren't happy about, right? If we're not happy about, we've got a forum that we can use, to get to these people, because they were the untouchables, in years gone by. You would never, ever, ever even get a letter through to them, I doubt, right? But now we've got social media and we can bombard them with, whatever we like within minutes, as long as it's rational and it's not, we're not being rude or not, swearing or doing anything like that, because I don't hold that anyway. And together we can make a difference. But it has to be a collective thing. It can't be me, I've done this, me, I've done that. It's not. I've written them an email. I've written 2 emails, right, and barraged them on Twitter. That's it. But that's all I could do. Yeah. But that's my little bit of effort, right? There's no hand of praise from me. There's no There's no me, I did this, I did. I'm not interested in that. Right, all I can do is my little bit. Daniel Ivory does an amazing job at what he does. Yeah, the Blues Trust do an amazing job at what they do. Sports Radio do an amazing job at what we do here. And individually, lots of people have done tiny, amazing little jobs, and hey ho, the message has got through. Whether the Football League would have acted on that or not without that, I don't know. I don't know. But there is no praise. I don't want any.
No.
None. Yes, sir.
Yeah, Blues Collective has just put a little something up on the board there. It says BIHL are hoping for an if scenario from the Football League. The board is not being run by Carson Young at the moment, but the BIHL board are hoping that the Football League will release the consequences if he tries, and that this will stop it from happening in the future.
Is that all the Football League can do? I mean, I did see that they could put sanctions on the club with fines, points deductions, stealing the corner flags and things like that. Transfer embargoes. Well, looks like Gary's doing his business early, so...
I think the points deduction scares me a bit.
The what, sorry?
The points deduction.
Well, that
could happen, I think.
Again, why punish the people that are trying to help to get this sorted out, which is collectively the supporters, Why punish the football club? And why punish the people that can't do anything else to help the cause?
They've got a precedent, haven't they? There's been... Southampton and Portsmouth and
they may have the precedent, but this has been going on for 3 years, and none of them, neither the FA, the Premier League or the Football League, until now have done jot, nothing at all whatsoever. To get an answer out of the FA or the Premier League as to what this fit and proper persons test was, just write your name down on a piece of paper. I don't know that that's happened in the past. Crazy, ridiculous situation.
Yeah.
If he's found guilty of running BCFC, which he isn't. Well, he's not. But
he's not running BCFC.
It's not about running BCFC.
Which is why I don't think the Football League have taken any interest before now, because he hasn't been at BCFC. He's been at... Whether he's doing anything with BIHL is another matter to the Football League, because BIHL are just the holding company of Blues.
Maybe the Football League should put down a rule that there's no holding companies to be involved. It's a company in its own right. End of. It's a business in its own entity, and it has to be self-supporting.
But a business has shareholders, and technically BIHL are our shareholders. So Blues in itself is a company in its own right.
Yeah, it's tricky, isn't it? It makes me mad. It makes me angry. It makes me want to go and rip a tissue.
Ooh, could crush a grape.
Seriously.
Well, a whole tissue.
One of those ones out of the plastic packets that the grandmothers have on the buses. They spit on them and lick on and wipe them on your face when you're a kid.
Would you like a bit of football news? Go on. Yeah, because it's Everton versus West Brom, and I think it's the writings on the door for West Brom. To be honest, it's all Everton. It's 0-0 at the moment, but it's all Everton. If you just look at the shots on target, shots on target, 7-0, 3-0.
You only need to nick one, though, don't
corners,
you?
Corners, 2.
Yeah. I don't mind Blues playing any game, scrappy, filthy, dirty, horrible football if we nick a goal and win it. I don't mind.
You've got to get somewhere near the opposition's goal. They haven't managed to do that, really.
Mate of mine got sacked from the Dodgems. He's taken on for unfair dismissal. Just trying to lighten the load here, you know what I mean?
Well, you're not succeeding.
That was the tumbleweed.
Yeah. I thought you got asthma, to be honest.
Oh dear.
I'm still trying to think of a joke. I can't think of it now.
No. If you need an arc ever, I know a guy. Back to football.
Yeah, back to football.
Yeah.
Desperately back to football.
So it seems that we're going to go through an awful lot more now. More police investigations, more this, more and misappropriation of funds. I don't know. Can they dock us points for that? I'm sure something else has been done for it.
I guess it depends on. I guess that really depends on who and how.
Yeah.
I
mean, all we can. There's not a lot we can do about it now, is there? So all we can do is just hope that, as we say, the team keeps performing well.
Why is it taking so long?
Well, again, is it 2013? Is it been misappropriated from 2013, or were these the books that weren't audited?
Well, exactly. Yeah.
I mean, there are many kind of things.
I think
were they the previous auditors I've just seen on the Imshape box?
I think the year ends June of the accounts for BIHL. So if they're preparing the 30th of June 2014 accounts, this is the time when you start. You should start having a look at it.
Couple of good
so if they are trying to get everything sorted.
Couple of good points here. One from Blues Collective that it's not the present auditors that have had the issue apparently, and Blue Ob is saying, or it may not have been misappropriated.
Of course not.
Where would it go? Where would it go? Why would you call the police in? I don't know.
It could easily just be a mistake in the books, I suppose.
Or like I said in the...
It's a big mistake.
Crikey, yeah. I've just had my books done. I wish I'd make a mistake like that.
Well, Tesco lost, right?
Of course,
overstated by
that's true.
200.
That was an overstatement to the business. Yeah. That wasn't like £2.5 million going missing.
Yeah. But like I said, I think I said in the break.
I think what we're wise to do is take a step back from this. Actually, to be honest with you, Chris, and wait for a little bit more information to come out. It's only.
We don't know all the facts.
Yeah.
As of yet,
we don't know
any
of the
facts.
No.
Dire.
It is. Oh right, yeah.
Know anything about him?
I know he's quick. He's
42.
Yeah, tricky winger, quick. If you have a look at the Watford Football Club tweet where they announced that he was joining us, and if you scroll down and have a look at some of the comments from Watford fans, that might concern us a little bit. There's a lot of Watford fans who have said good riddance.
Yeah,
terrible attitude.
You do get that, though. You always get that.
Trolls.
It's a bit of sour grapes a lot of the time, isn't it? But
possibly. But
were there any positive comments on there
from Watford fans? No,
none at all.
None whatsoever.
No. Okay.
None whatsoever.
I might have a look at that.
An awful lot of good riddance.
Well, look. Okay.
Do you need me to drive him up there?
I'll give you another one then, shall I? Right. I'll give you another one. Look at the message Donaldson got when he left. Was it Wolves?
Brentford.
Brentford, beg pardon.
Yeah.
And who was the lad that come from Wolves to us?
David Davis.
Yeah. Look at the negatives he got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The quality of the player has no
quality of the manager.
Yeah, that's another thing as well. The quality of player, I'm not doubting that at all. I'm sure he'll fit in straight away in the way Cottrell and Gray have been playing.
Yeah.
If he plays him in that role, I'm sure he'll fit in perfectly. And as you say, under Rowett, the rest of the players that we've got now haven't had a problem with Rowett.
It may be that he wasn't happy at Watford.
Yeah.
It may be that he wasn't happy with, he's 32. He's going to get games at Blues without a doubt.
Yeah.
Because we've got a very, very young side there.
Yeah.
So he's going to bring a bit more experience to that wing.
Yeah.
And hopefully.
And if you're talking about problem players, we had Ravel Morrison on loan. I know that wasn't Rowett, that was Clark.
Ravel Morrison. I'll give you that then. Ravel Morrison.
As fans,
Ravel Morrison under Rowett. What do you reckon? Do you reckon it would have been a different?
I think so.
If we'd have had Morrison now.
Yeah. Well, he'd probably take us up automatic.
Anyway, go back to what
he's
you're saying.
He's a different gravy, but as fans, we took to Morrison, and Morrison took to us. So if we could do the same with Dyer, then it's possible that he can, whatever problem he had at Watford, hopefully it'll be eradicated and he can sort himself out at Blues and do well for us.
I think it could be just what we need, another old red.
Yeah, a bit more experience.
And they've allowed him to play this Saturday as well in the FA Cup.
Yes.
So he's got FA Cup clearance.
Yeah.
We've got him to the end of the season.
Be interesting to see whether Gray plays, because Gray wasn't involved at all against Blythe. So if he doesn't play, that means he won't be cup tied.
But this could be a double entendre because we've got the Sheffield Wednesday game 3 days later, and then 4 days later another game after that.
So it's difficult to know whether it's cup.
Oh, that rings a bell.
Whether it's cup related or
But the speculators are going to be out if he doesn't.
Yeah. Well, especially as the latest rumour mill is Derby, and Derby have got Chesterfield in the cup, so you'd expect them to go through. So, but that is just speculation on my part.
Of course, yeah. But the Damari Gray thing is a little bit worrying because Derby have been prominently sniffing around.
Yeah, as you say, they lost Ibe. Who went back to Liverpool.
He's been recalled, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, so they could do with a replacement.
Again, another player I'd like to have seen under Gary Rowett, wouldn't I?
Yeah. We didn't see the best of him, I don't think, when he was on loan.
Saturday going to be a biggie. It's going to be a biggie.
Yeah.
The noise in St Andrews is going to be back to where it should have been all this time.
It better be.
Oh,
if it was a real damn squid.
What I do hope though is that the lads turn up and give us something to shout at. Even if we look, we're playing a Premier League side, right? And even if we do get beat, if they show up and show the worth,
if they carry on playing like this, they ain't going to be a Premier League side for much longer.
Are they still struggling?
Oh yes.
A good point there. Will Blues be putting out a cup side or a league side? I think we've only got one side, really.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be as many changes as you made against Blythe.
Well, I think again, Gary's mentality will probably be right. This is going to be potentially because we may well get knocked out. So at the moment, this is probably going to be the biggest game at St Andrews this year, right? As it is. If we progress, obviously, then there's more. A full house. Go on, youngsters. Go on out there and find out what that feels like.
Yeah.
Any results? Any news?
Penalty
to
Everton.
To Everton. Penalty to Everton. There you go.
Basically, that's 1-0 to Everton there.
And then, how nice is it also going to be, Chris, to see the Gilmerick full again?
Yeah, especially with the top open. It's been a while. Yeah. I mean, like you say, you just hope.
I'm an idiot. I should have got my
we
tickets
do go
sorted
out.
out ages ago, shouldn't I? Really?
Yeah.
I have been busy and I've had car trouble and this, that, and the other. And
you're going to struggle to get one now.
You think so?
I think so.
Yeah.
Well,
you may get a Billy No Mates one.
Is it Wayne Cowan, who works for the Blows? He tweeted earlier. I'm sure he did something along the lines of they've sold in with away fans and corporate. They've sold over 27,000 now.
Yeah.
And I bought a ticket for my brother last week, and it was single tickets in the Tilton. I don't think there were any.
I'll have a look as soon as I get home. I'll have a look and try and get it sorted. Birmingham Capture Experience Winger is the latest news now.
Just coming through now on the
This
wire.
is of course all about Birmingham have signed Lloyd Dyer on loan to the end of the season, making their second.
It's just confirmation,
sign.
basically.
Confirmation. Yeah, so that's coming through.
Fantastic.
Been a feeling in recent weeks that Rowett was not pleased with the depth within the squad. No surprise to see Birmingham sign a winger. I'm looking forward to seeing him play. Brummie born as well.
He's
Brummie lad.
Yeah.
Started his career at West Brom.
He has got rapid pace, even if he's 32.
Did you say you started at West Brom?
Missed. Penalty was missed.
Oh, right. Was it?
Chris, why are you barred from the latest competition, Chris?
What competition?
I don't know. Chris, you are barred from the latest competition from Blue Harbour. Again, if Blues strength and promotion push, where do you think? Where do you think we need? If we're to, good question. If we're to strengthen for a promotion push, where do you think we need to add?
Defence.
Couple.
Yeah.
I'd still like a nice prolific knock 'em in every week striker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, Donaldson's on 11 now, isn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Did they score that penalty?
No,
they missed.
They missed it.
They missed. Yeah, didn't you? We just said that.
No, I didn't hear it.
Half time, 0-0.
Half time, 0-0. So they've missed a penalty. Now watch West Brom pick this up in the second half.
Possible.
Got every chance.
Interesting one.
It's that 5-game thing, isn't it? When new manager comes in?
Did you know if he blazed it or?
Just want to read something on Wikipedia. I know Wikipedia is not the most trusty source because anybody can write anything. But
on 19th of August, Dyer scored his first league goal for Watford in a 2-0 win at Rotherham United, and following his goal appeared to shout abuse towards the bench at manager Beppe Sanimo.
Appeared to.
Yeah. Now that manager's not there anymore.
So that's an allegation.
But obviously.
I think with Gary's professionalism, the
the
guy's 32 years old,
yeah.
right? He's 32 years old, coming towards the end of his career.
Well, if he doesn't perform here, I don't think he's going to get back in at Watford. So you're struggling to get a club at this level again, probably. So this might just be what he needs.
His blades of
hopefully.
Glory. His way out. You know, obviously, like football players don't last forever. You know, 32, 33, 34, they're done.
If he scores 2 and makes 1 against West Brom on Saturday, how many Blues fans are going to be worried about him shouting abuse at the Watford manager 4 months ago?
You won't get away with it at St Andrews.
No.
He would not get away with it at St Andrews. Yeah.
Well, it's just confirming the loss of 2.55.
Yeah, no other news in. Well, almost done.
We are almost done.
8 or so minutes to
We
go.
are almost done.
And
Has anybody come? Nobody's come on and telling us when the last time the Gilmerick was sold out, have they?
No.
The lower part. I still think it was Bolton. I'm pretty sure.
Why would it be Bolton in what game?
In that cup game?
It was the quarter final of the FA Cup.
Quarter final.
And Bolton did bring a lot. We lost it 3-2. Didn't we?
Yeah, we lost.
I don't think they had all of it. I don't think
They
they had
did all of it. Yeah, I'm almost sure they did a whole lot.
Get it up on YouTube.
I'll have a look for it.
The Blue Harbour wants to know any news on the competition to win tickets to the Blues evening.
No, no one has won it yet. I'll get the competition up in 2 minutes.
I'm timing, yeah.
When is this evening, Chris, by the way?
It is on the 7th of February.
Which is looming. It's only, 3
it's not
weeks
far away,
away?
yeah.
3 weeks away now.
Well, if you're ready for the questions?
Go for it.
Question 1. What year did Paul Devlin first sign for the Blues? Question 2. Who were the last lower league team to beat Blues in the FA Cup? Question 3.
Can I just stop you for just a second? Please don't put the answers up on the shout box, guys.
No, don't put the answers. No, I'll tell you how to get how to enter in a bit. Who was the last Blues player to score against Wigan? And if you know the answers, send them to chris@sports-radio.co.uk and you could win a ticket for you and another person to our event on February the 7th at Chelmsley Conservative Club. There you go.
And whereabouts is that? Chelmsley Wood?
Chelmsley Wood, yeah.
Chelmsley Wood.
Where's Chelmsley Wood? Nobody knows.
Nobody knows now.
Is that one by Fort Dunlop way?
Yeah, it's
that sort of way.
That way, yeah. Yeah, that's the way.
It's on the way in.
Yep.
NEC.
It's what, sorry?
The NEC and all around
Round
there.
that way.
Yeah.
Oh, right, okay.
That region.
2 peanuts walking down the street. One was assaulted.
We're going to have to make some rules, aren't we?
Yeah, don't laugh at your own jokes.
Just no jokes in general.
No, he hasn't said any jokes yet.
What do you do with an epileptic lettuce? Make a seizure salad.
That is awful.
Terrible,
That is really.
Anybody else want to join us?
Apologies to all the epileptic listeners out there.
Blackpool playoff in semi-final 2-12 was 28-4-8-3, says Blue Up.
Yeah, that's right. Absolute crowd. Was it that
Yeah.
big?
If anybody else out there wants to have a go at the competition, it's guess the gate, guess the score, put it up on the shout box, and we'll log you down.
What's the prize now?
The prize is 3 books.
3 books.
2 of them are signed.
2 of them are signed, and one is a new Blues history quiz book. There you go.
Great interview by Mr. Rowett again the other night on TV.
After
He does look comfortable. He's really comfortable on TV, doesn't he? Yeah.
Very. I think it's just
so reassuring, isn't it, to listen to him? Yeah.
You know, I said earlier that it felt like
compared to
once you've listened to that, you're back on it again.
Yeah. I mean, I can't help it, and I don't mean to bring it up every time, but I can't help but listen to his interview
versus,
and then listen to Lee Clark's interview after the defeat at Wolves on the same day. And you just think, I've heard that interview so many times, the Lee Clark one, where he can't even be faced the camera.
I can't stand that.
Almost.
If yeah. I mean, we're looking at each other as we're talking to each other now across the studio. Eye contact is absolutely essential in when you're dealing with the media.
Yeah, but I think Gary, the way Rowett has come across since he's been in has been it's so refreshing to see.
He's going to go far, isn't he?
I think so, yeah.
I just hope he goes far with us. That's all. Chris Browne.
Yes?
You had a bad week, haven't you, mate?
I have, yeah. I had my van broken into last week.
Right.
And they took my most expensive piece of equipment that I've got, which was a brand new pressure washer.
What make was it?
It was a Karcher.
petrol.
Yeah,
Petrol one.
They're known really for making the small household ones. Well, this was a bit of an industrial type thing, and they took that off the back of the van. Sods, eh?
And what else?
Oh yeah, and the guy 2 doors away, they broke into his Berlingo and took all his building work stuff. So his slab cutter and
I hope nobody's pinched my bag of Rebels in the car while I'm here.
Right.
Seriously, I'll go mad.
If I'd known they was there.
Such a quiet area. I mean, if you get 3 people walk past this road.
This is a very reserved kind of place, and you actually wouldn't even know it's here, really, would you?
No,
You know,
not at all.
and it's certainly not the kind of place that you would associate those kind of things happening.
No.
However, you've taken steps now to.
I have, I've got a camera now. I've got a camera.
Infrared?
Infrared, yeah. And I've got some lights stuck up, so
whoever you are.
Yeah.
I thought I saw the light. I wonder why the light come on when I was
that's right. Yeah.
I've not seen that before.
You have been logged now. You're on my camera. There you go. It's all recorded. And they came back the night after as well, by the way, and they robbed his wife's car. Scum.
Filth.
Scum.
Words fail me sometimes. They do. I hate humans sometimes. I've not had the best of weekends myself with incidents, shall we say? Yeah, at work. They're just humans fail me. I fail to understand them. Anyway, kiddos, that's about all we've got time for tonight. Any more score on the baggers? No, they haven't kicked off
it's
yet. Not back on yet. All right. Birmingham City 2, Bolton 3 in the FA Cup 6th round. Let's have a look, see how many was. It's not. Would you say it's 4? Would you say it's
4? Yeah, it's 4. Yeah.
That's a wrong angle, that camera. Yeah. All right. Okay, well, we'll have to look into that, perhaps let you know next week. Chris, thanks ever so much for coming out, mate.
Pleasure.
And come out without your carer tonight?
Yeah. Yeah. Tonight. Been let out.
I cracked a joke that made everybody laugh. Right at the death's door, eh?
It was a sympathy laugh.
I know. Sorry to hear about your. Do you know what I did as well earlier? I printed 2 pages of jokes off, but they were both the same page. There you go.
Oh.
So that's why you weren't laughing.
That's the funniest thing you said.
The second page was far better than the first one.
They couldn't have been worse. Let's be honest.
Well, listen. Good luck to the Blues on Saturday. I really, really, really hope we get a good result. I really hope that we play well. And really hope that there's enough burgers.
And me.
I really hope that this debacle behind the scenes gets sorted out, because it destroys our very essence. However, nothing much we can do about that. So we're going to kick you next week.
Stop raining, everybody's in the play, and don't you know, it's a beautiful new day. Hey, running down the avenue, see how the sun shines brightly in the city. On the streets there once was pity, Mr. Blue Sky is living in today. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong, Mr. why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong?